I started my day saying,
I don't want to wake up.
and the truth was, I really didn't, but I dragged my butt out of bed, got in the shower, and soon found myself saying,
That's better.
So I made myself some breakfast and got onto the computer so that I could find out what sort of books I would need for the class that started today. I soon found out what books I needed, and found that class started a whole hell of a lot sooner than I thought, so I had to make a quick decision.
These? Or these?
Quickly, I made that decision and headed out to go to class. When I got onto campus, I headed right for the bookstore, and for a short time I was accidentally stalking a couple of girls, but that's fine. Eventually I got inside and saw a whole bunch of books that caught my eye. The books that I saw were kind of weird. One was about farts, one was about bendy things, and the other was about beer pong. A Bible on beer pong. Seeing these books inspired a thought.
Man, I love college.
Yeah, college is great. Soon I got the book that I needed and got in line. Line was really slow, and I paid a lot of attention to the word wait in this sign. Eventually it got checked out, and I went and studied the book for about an hour while eating my lunch. Soon thereafter, I went over to class, but I stopped outside the door because the professor made a big deal about no cell phones in class, using the words like disenrollment. While waiting for class to start up, I turned my phone off and turned my attention briefly to a sign above the exit that said, Gusto. Really, the professor isn't impressing me all that much, so I was thinking about leaving with gusto. Eventually, the class did end, and I went over to my car. On the way there, it was briefly interrupted by my phone. It heralded that I had gotten a text message. It was my friend Kat. She asked me if it was lame that she was going to bed at about this time. It was 4 p.m. I said yes, and continued on my way. When I got to my car, I looked for my chalk bag, but I forgot my chalk bag. So I went home, and I thought I'd be home for a long time, but I ended up instead going to the mall. Whenever I go to the mall, I always out loud say, I hate malls. But malls do have one redeeming quality. You can stalk women from behind and they'll never notice you. Just kidding, these are actually a whole bunch of friends that I went and visited. We went to a hat shop where there was a guy that had a very interesting spiel to share with us.
Everybody wears fedoras, right? Fedoras are extraordinarily cool hats, and they always will be. But they're going out. They're boring. Everybody from Jason Mraz to my dog to his brother has a fedora. The next big thing. In a time where hats and quality things are lost on humanity in general, one man will risk it all to bring to you in this hat shop the one, the only, the straw boater hat. Are you filming this?
Yeah.
Steve,
Look at this badass. He's ready to get it on in the bed.
Yeah, fantastic.
And she's on a boat. We went to a fountain in a place called The Fountains. This fountain was beyond ordinary. It had lights in it that danced, and there was music playing. It was really cool. Eventually I got home that day, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty badass day, but it's really nice to be able to say,
I'm home.